Alrighty, here we are with the first full problem from the constant rate lesson. This is module 4, lesson 10. So what we want to do ultimately is we want to learn how to use constant rate to build an equation so that we can solve for any rate, distance, time, or activity at any time in the future using the known constant rate. So for instance, if we know that somebody walks 1 mile in 15 minutes, if they were to continue walking for 2 miles, we would assume that it would take them 30 minutes. If they were to walk for 3 miles, we would assume that it would take them 45 minutes. So constant rate can be used to predict how much time or how much of an activity will be completed at any point in the future if this activity were to continue. So let's take a look at this problem here. Number 1, this first part, before we get to part A, B, C, and D, number 1 is going to have the information that you need to start your constant rate problems. So number 1 says Wesley walks at a constant speed from his house to school 1.5 miles away. It took him 25 minutes to get to school. The first question is, what fraction represents his constant speed? And if you remember from the top towards the notes section, constant rate or constant speed is either the activity in a fraction form over the time or the distance over the time. So if I go back down to this first problem, it says that Wesley walks at a constant speed from his house to school 1.5 miles away, and it takes him 25 minutes to get there. So this here, we want to know about, for constant rate, we want to know the activity or the distance over the time. So 2 of the important things that they tell us here is that Wesley walks at a constant speed. That's important, that it's a constant speed from his house to school 1.5 miles away. Really, the 1.5 miles is the important part because the miles represents the activity or the distance being completed. And then it says it takes him 25 minutes to get to school. So the time that it takes him to get there is 25 minutes. What part A is asking is, what is the fraction that represents his constant speed, C? So remember, the letter C represents constant rate. And we're going to do a fraction of activity over time. So the activity is him walking to school 1.5 miles away. So the number that represents his activity of walking, is 1.5 miles. Sorry. Remember, I don't have a touchscreen computer right now, so it's kind of tricky to do my writing. So 1.5 miles away, and it takes him 25 minutes to get to school, so the time is 25. So I'm going to put text box. What this represents here is his distance. And what this represents here is his time. So remember, constant rate is described as a fraction with distance or activity over time. So the constant rate for Wesley walking to school is 1.5 over 25. Okay, very easy. That's all part A is going to ask you to do. Part B says you want to know how many miles he has walked after 15 minutes. Let Y represent the distance he traveled after 15 minutes of walking at the given constant speed. Write a fraction that represents the constant speed C in terms of Y. This question starts to get a little bit tricky, but first let's focus on the first sentence because there's some important information in that very first sentence. You want to know how many miles he has walked after 15 minutes. So the first part of the information that we do know is that he has been walking for 15 minutes. Now, if we go back to the previous question or part A in the beginning, it said it takes him 25 minutes to get to school, and he was going to be walking for 1.5 or 1.5 miles. In this scenario for part B, he's only been walking for 15 minutes. So we can assume that that's less than the 1.5 miles it takes him to get to school, but we don't know how much he has already walked. So if he's been walking for 15 minutes, we want to know exactly how many miles that is. So this is the part we want to know. How many miles has he walked or has he completed after he's been walking for 15 minutes? And the important part comes next. Let Y represent the distance he traveled after walking for 15 minutes. So they're asking us to figure out how many miles he's been walking and to let us use the letter y, or the variable y, to represent the distance that we don't know, because we don't know how many miles he's been walking. And they're asking us to write a fraction that represents his constant speed. So this is not tricky. They're actually just asking again, what's the fraction that represents his constant speed given this situation? The situation is he's walked for 15 minutes, but we don't know how many miles. So remember, constant rate is distance over time, or activity over the time. I know, or we know, that he's been walking for 15 minutes. That represents the time, right? 15 minutes is the time. We don't know the distance. That's why it says how many miles. But we do know that they asked us to let the letter y represent the distance. So the letter y is going to take the place of the distance, the number at the top, because we don't know the number. And that's actually all you need to do for part B. All they want is a fraction to represent constant speed. And so for part C, this is where we're actually going to do cross multiplication to solve for something missing. So in part B, they said we want to know how many miles he's walked after 15 minutes. Part C is actually going to get us to solve for that. So what they're asking you to do is to take the answer from part A, which is right up here, and to take the answer for part B, which is the one we just wrote, and write them as a proportion. What that means is we're going to make them equal to each other, like we did in the example up top for constant rate, and we're going to cross multiply to solve for the missing amount of miles that Wesley has walked in these 15 minutes. So the part A, the answer from part A was his original constant rate that Wesley walks 1.5 miles in 25 minutes, okay, distance over time. And what we want to do is we want to say that that's proportionally equal to, you did that in 7th grade, proportionally equal to a certain amount of miles in 15 minutes. Because remember, if it's a constant rate, if we know how fast or how long it takes him to get to school normally, we can calculate how long he's been walking or how much he's been walking in a certain amount of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to cross multiply. We're going to take the numerator for the first number and multiply it to the denominator from the second. And we're going to crisscross that, and we're going to take the denominator from the first number and multiply it to the numerator from the second. So I'm going to rewrite my work on the side. 1.5 times 15. 1.5 times, I'm going to try to make this a little bit bigger so we know that that's a times 15 is equal to, and then 25 times y. 25 times y. Okay, so I know that looks kind of tricky, but first we're going to simplify. 1.5 times 15, use your calculator for that if you'd like, or try it by hand. 1.5, I'm going to use a calculator, times 15 is 22.5. So the result of 1.5 times 15 is 22.5. And again, that's still equal to 25 times y is just 25y. But let's remember that letter y, I'm going to put it in the text box here, that letter y, just like up above here, represents the distance that he's walking in the 15 minutes. So we want to know what is the distance that he's walking in those 15 minutes. So we want to solve for this letter y. We want to get this letter y by itself, and in order to get it away from that 25, we have to divide the 25 away. Remember, what you do to one side of an equation, you do to the other. So I'm dividing both sides by 25. Over here, 25 divided by 25 cancel, and I'll just be left with the letter y is equal to, and I'm going to use my calculator, 22.5 divided by 25 gives me 0.9. 0.9. And what that means, because this is our final answer, y equals 0.9. Because this is a word problem, this actually does have a meaning. This letter y represents the distance that Wesley has walked in the 15 minutes that he's been walking. So the question was, solve to find out how many miles Wesley walked after 15 minutes. So we're going to say Wesley walked or walks 0.9 miles in 15 minutes. Okay, because y represents the distance that he walks, and we know he's been walking for 15 minutes. So we use the constant rate that we know, we set it equal to the amount or the proportion that we don't know, and we will cross multiply and then solve for the unknown variable. Okay, so finally we will get to part D. This is number 1, part D. We have gone through Wesley walking to his school, which is 1.5 miles away, and it takes him 25 minutes. We learned that his constant rate would be written as 1.5 over 25. Then we were asked to find out how many miles he walks in 15 minutes. So we set up another constant rate fraction using the letter y for the to represent the amount of miles over 15 because it was 15 minutes. Then what we did is with the known constant rate and the unknown amount of miles that he's walked in 15 minutes, we set an equal proportion, so two fractions that equal each other, and we cross-multiplied those to solve for the unknown amount of miles that he walked in 15 minutes. When we solved through that, we got that Wesley walked 0.9 miles in those 15 minutes. So now what part D is going to ask us to do is to write an equation that can represent how many miles he walks after X amount of minutes. So notice that this says write an equation to represent how many miles Wesley walks after X minutes. They're not telling us how many miles he's walked, and they're also not telling us how many minutes he's been walking. So they don't give us any of that information, but they want us to write an equation. It's actually pretty easy as well, as long as you know his constant rate. And we know that Wesley can walk 1.5 miles to get to school in 25 minutes. So first what I'm going to start with is I'm going to go back and read the first sentence for part D. They give us a few specific variables to use, and if you ever are given specific variables, please make sure you use them and use them correctly. So let y be the distance in miles that Wesley walks after traveling for X minutes. Remember, constant rate is distance over time. So distance is going to be the top or the numerator, and it's going to be the letter y. And minutes represents time, and that's the letter X. So that's going to go on the bottom of our fraction. So what we want to do is very similar to part C, where we want to create this equal proportion. I'm going to use Wesley's original constant rate, which is walking the 1.5 miles to school in 25 minutes, distance over time. And I'm going to set that equal. I'm going to have an equal proportion to how many miles he can walk in a certain amount of minutes. So we don't know how many miles he's going to walk, so we're going to use the letter y to represent the distance in miles. We also don't know how many minutes he's going to walk, so we're going to use the letter x to represent the time or the minutes, okay? Then what we're going to do is we want to write an equation and solve for how many miles he can walk, in a certain amount of minutes. So let me see if I can fix that. So let me do a shape. I'll do a line. What we really want to know is how many miles can he walk? Ooh, that is a big line, but that's the question. How many miles can he walk in a certain amount of minutes? So again, we don't have that information, but we're going to use an equation and solve for it. So we are going to do the same thing we did before, where we're going to cross multiply, crisscross across top and bottom, and then crisscross the opposite, bottom to top. We're going to multiply those values together. So we're going to have 1.5 times x. 1.5 times x is just 1.5x. Remember, when there's a variable and a constant being multiplied, you just squish them together. Then on the opposite side, we have 25 times y. So that's going to be 25 times y is just 25y. Okay? Now here's the tricky part. Unlike part C, where we only had one variable, so we knew we could solve for that one variable, now we have an x variable and a y variable, and it's kind of tricky because we don't really know which one to solve for. You have to go back to the main question or directions, and it asks to write an equation that represents how many miles Wesley can walk after a certain amount of time. So what they really want to know is how many miles can he walk? That's their most important question. And if we look back at our two variables, x and y, the one that represents how many miles he walks is the y variable. So we want to solve for the y variable. We want to get the y variable alone or isolated. And in order to get this y variable alone, I see that it has a coefficient of 25, and so I'm going to divide away the coefficient of 25. And what we do to one side of an equation, we do to the other. On the right side, 25 divided by 25 cancels out, and then we're just left with y. And on the left side, 1.5 divided by 25, I'm going to use my calculator, 1.5 divided by 25 is 0.06. So I'm going to write my result. This is 0.06. X, we didn't cancel the x out, is equal to 1y, or just y. And this happens to be the answer. Oops, sorry, because notice that since there's two variables, we can't get rid of both of them. And they asked us to write an equation in two variables that can represent how many miles Wesley walks after a certain amount of minutes. Well, there it is. The y represents the distance in miles. So this means the distance in miles that Wesley walks is equal to his rate, his constant rate, which is 0.06, times the x, which is the amount of minutes he's been walking. So the way we're going to know how many miles he's walked is to use a certain number for how many minutes he's walked and multiply it here, and we can get our distance. That's all we need to do for part D.